Hi there, my name is Jeremy Ensrud, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use a Google script called Form Emailer to provide students with feedback. In a previous video I showed you how to create an auto-scoring Google form, and now we're going to use the response from our test student to create a form emailer that can provide all your students with feedback in a couple simple steps. And once we set this up one time with our Google form, we won't ever have to set it up again. So what I'm going to do is start with the script gallery. So I'm going to go up in my Google form, I'm going to go up to Tools, and I'm going to open the script gallery. So I'll click on that. And the script that I want is called Form Emailer. So I'm just going to search for Form Emailer, and it shows up right here, and I'm going to install this, and this will install it into this Google form that I have. So I have to authorize this, say OK, and now I can close. And we can see here now that Form Emailer has become an option in my spreadsheet where my Google form responses are. So this is test student, and this is me, and I have my email address in here. And hopefully when your students respond, you'd collect their email addresses so that you can create a form email that you can send responses to all, or feedback to all of your students. So the first step is to go up and install the Form Emailer. And I want English, and I want it on this page, my student responses, this sheet. So I'll say install. And it gives me a form emailer, and there's some code written in here, so we don't want to change anything on this particular sheet. So I'll just go back to my student responses. And it created a new column called Form Emailer Status, and we'll see that later. That'll tell us when, it'll give us some feedback on when we've sent responses, emails to our students. Now that we have Form Emailer set up, I'm going to go into the settings, and I'm going to change the settings in the email that I want to create. So this is basically the same as a mail merge, an email merge, and there's a little bit of HTML script here. It's not super complicated. This BR stands for break. If you're not familiar with HTML, break just means that it's going to return to the next line in my formatting. And if I want to create a space, I would put 2 breaks. This B means bold, and then this \B means end bold. So just this word in between the 2 B's will be in bold. And so you can go through and kind of format it this way. So knowing that, what I want to do is I'm going to just go ahead and delete all of this, and I'm going to write my own little script. So the first thing that I want is I want to say I'm going to get my student's name. So I'm going to go first name, and I'm going to insert a placeholder. Oh, whoops, I put that in the wrong place. I want to click this button down here to insert first name, and then I'm going to have a space, and I'm going to insert the last name. So select placeholder, and then I click insert. Now you could write this code yourself if you know the name of those topics. So this is the timestamp, all corresponding to the responses, the columns in my spreadsheet. So timestamp, class period, last name, first name, email, and then we only answered one question in our original practice. So this is the only question I'll be dealing with here. So we could, you can get creative. I've created, in some of my other forms, I've created some feedback that tells the students what their overall score is, and so I created another column that gives the students their scores. We're not going to have that now, so instead I will edit this, and I'm going to put question 1, and I want this to be in bold. So I'm going to say B for bold, and then I'm going to end bold right there. And then I'm going to insert the question. And so the question was, what is photosynthesis? And what I want to have down here, so I'm going to want it to go to the next line, so I'm going to put break, and then I'm going to put bold your response. That would be the student's response. Colon and bold. And then I'll just go ahead and find question 1, and I'm going to insert that placeholder. What is photosynthesis? So that's going to say the question, and then it's going to give their response. And what I'm going to put down here is the correct answer. So this is just going to provide quick and easy feedback in an email form. So normally, traditionally, we hand out worksheets and then we grade them and then we pass them back. This will allow me to just give real quick feedback to all my students. So I have the question written, the student's response, and then the correct answer. And without any grading that takes place, the kids will be able to identify if their response was close or not to the correct answer. So what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is using the energy in sunlight to convert water and carbon dioxide into sugars. Okay, and I'm going to put break, and let's see, was there anything else I want to add? No, I think that's everything. So this is done, and oh no, it's not done. I want to send this to, I don't want to send this to myself. I want to send this to anybody. So I'm going to take email. I'm going to insert email as the placeholder. So this is going to this is going to merge this to all the emails that were submitted. So now I can save and close. And my email merge form is all set up. And all I have to do now to send the email is go to process manually. I have a couple options when I process this. So I only have one response right now. I could have a whole class of responses or even multiple classes. So I can independently mail this just by typing in the row number. So this is 3, so I could type in 3. If I had 30 responses, I could type 3 and then put a little asterisk, and then it would go from the beginning all the way to the end. It would mail all of those, but I only have one, so I'm just going to put 3. And then I click OK. It's running the script, and it processed it, and it says email sent. Now, if the email address was bad or it wasn't able to finish it, it would say email not sent or some type of error message. But this did send, and so now I should be able to go into my email, and I have a new form, and here's my email. It says test because that was my name, test. I should have put a break in here. I didn't put a break to have that drop down. So this is question 1, what is photosynthesis? Your response, using energy in sunlight to convert water and carbon dioxide into sugars. And then I forgot to put a break here. Correct answer, photosynthesis is using the energy in sunlight to convert water and carbon dioxide into sugars. So you can see sometimes it takes a little tweaking. Send one to yourself and make sure you got your formatting right, which I didn't. Down here you can see one that I actually sent to my students. So I set it up to say your name, and this is what you scored, and it'll also show the question, the answer, and then the student's answer. So this is just one example of how to use the form emailer to send instant feedback to your students.